Good news for MyNews. Keep watching to find out. Disclaimer, we do own shares in MyNews, and of course, none of what we say should be taken as financial advice. Alright guys, by the time this video comes up, we are pretty close to the ending of the first half of 2023. It's been a wild ride, and I suspect the second half will also be equally as wild. And sometimes that can cause a little bit of uncertainty, especially with the volatility, news of war, interest rates, and things like that. So if you feel like you don't really have a handle, or you're not so sure what you should be doing with your money in the second half of 2023, then you need to hop on to our top investment strategies second half 2023 free training. Link is in the description and the comments below. So we begin with MyNews recently. Well, to set the context first, MyNews is down a third over year to date, and definitely it is not good for a lot of shareholders. I think there was a little bit of hope during May or leading up to June. There was a little bit of a pump, but that hasn't really materialized in full yet. Something of a change in the company. They're planning to raise almost 30 million.
Yes, exactly.
Through private placement, and this is for working capital. Now, this is a sign that there's some sort of struggle going on, at least to me.
Yeah.
But yes, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the reason why the share price actually went down 8% in the span of like 1 or 2 days because of this issue, because of this news. So yeah, right now, MyNews, they are still in a loss making. You can see that every single quarter, they are losing money. However, the recent 2 quarters has been, the losses have been shrinking. Yeah, the revenue has been expanding, but the losses have been shrinking. So that is some sort of a good news. But
wait, really? Oh, you do quarter on quarter.
Quarter.
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, but then they still need money to raise for their working capital, because I think cash flow wise, they are still a little bit of struggling. That's why they need to do this private placement, and they're going to be raising money about like 43 cents per share for these 62.8 million new shares. I don't know whether there's any news that how many percent of these new shares has been taken up already. Maybe by the time this video up, the news is already like, you know already lah, whether it's taken up or not. But anyway, the company is still in a massive debt at the moment. I mean, it always has been since the last time we covered, or when we first covered MyNews. They have very little cash versus debt. You can see that cash is around like 14.7 million as compared to their debt, which is around like 250 million ish. Yeah, so that's actually a very huge amount of money that is owing to the bank. But not only that, so far the cash flow has been pretty decent, although it actually went like cut in half already as compared to the previous year. So about 49 million, now it's about 27 million. And that's also one of the reasons why they've been actively finding money from more shareholders. But the bright side is that the CEO has been buying a lot of shares recently. I mean, he has been, when the share price is like down on average around like 46 cents, he has been like accumulating every now and then. Yeah, so this signals you some sort of like a confidence from this CEO that he believes the company will have a better light in the future. And this one actually just came out today, which is 3rd of July, the day that we're recording. The MyNews actually went up 11%. So the last time was like 42 cents, right? The previous slide. So it actually went up about 46.5 cents. In just one day. And the reason why it went up is because there's this new shareholder, which is none other than the UMNO politician, Mr. Johari Ghani. And yeah, he basically emerged as a substantial shareholder, I believe. Yeah.
Interesting.
In MyNews.
He's one of the, in my views, one of the few competent sounding politicians on UMNO.
Yes,
especially in the realm of business management and all that. You guys can actually go and listen to some of his interviews and all that.
Yeah, but this side is still like a speculation. There's a highlight that is still a speculation, so we still don't know yet. But then there is like some sort of rumor or source. They say that the reason why he invested in this company is because he actually recently just is to complement his investment in a local bottled drinks company. So he wants to use MyNews as a distribution channel for these drinks. But it's still rumors, so we don't know. That is just the recent news by the First Malaysian Today or Free Malaysian Today news. Yeah, and this is just our final comments on MyNews. Right now, the net loss is actually been shrinking, so that is a good sign that the turnaround is slowly coming into sight. The second thing is that not sure whether they will still have more future fundraising because they are still in a phase where they are trying to cut costs as much as they can. They did say that they learn from their past mistakes, like certain areas they shouldn't have done this. Too Korean or too K-pop-ish, maybe it doesn't work that area. So they have to cut back some of the thing. But then we shall see whether they still need more funds to sustain their business. And the third point is basically right now the valuation we think, or maybe personally I think, is that the valuation is quite attractive, not buy or sell recommendation. I mean, it has been down for quite some time. That's why I feel that valuation is about right. But this is also assuming that they can manage to make back the same earnings as the pre-pandemic days, which is about 25 million. So right now they're making losses. And this valuation will only apply if, let's say, they start to make money in the future. So we shall see whether they can execute. But what are your comments on MyNews?
I think I would say that there are a lot of loyal MyNews shareholders because they believe in the dream of CU Mart.
Yeah.
Which is owned by MyNews, if you didn't know. They believe in the dream that they can be the next Family Mart. And I think that's going to be difficult. That said, they will get somewhere. They will improve themselves. And I think it'd be interesting to see what Mr. Johari's role will be in the company, whether it's just cash or whether is he going to connect them with, other kind of non-financial benefits through consultation, through connections or whatever.
Yep. So
I am cautiously excited about these things. As you know, we are shareholders, especially, in the FIRL Pro fund that the FIRL Pro portfolio that we talk about. So that is, these are basically my thoughts. Just to add another thing, I think the FPC thing, that this central kitchen will take some time to recover, right? MyNews still took like a couple of years-ish. So we are, I think, just around 2 years now. So we should see shrinking losses going forward. But again, always pay attention to the facts so that when things go against your understanding, then you can, of course, exit the investments.
Yes.
But guys, before we move on, if you're someone looking to level up their stock investing skills and you need a lot more guidance, we do have a one-on-one program called the Mentorship Program. If you're interested, you can apply it in the comment section or the description.
Okay,
so
the next
we
company.
go to Cypark. This company we covered before. Maybe you can check out here. We'll put something here.
Yeah.
So Cypark was always touted to be some sort of ESG friendly, I don't know, the kind of energy company, so to speak. But they're really more like an EPCC, right?
Yes, exactly.
They build stuff related to the
green energy,
renewables. Of course, the last time we covered it, it went up very, very high, right?
Yeah.
You're looking at more than a double.
Yeah.
Or more, actually. But then since then, it has tapered off. However, when you look at the recent give or take month, slightly under a month, it has gone up, right? Gone from a low of almost 60 cents to maybe 75 cents. So that's a good 25% increase.
Yeah. And
but what's up?
Yeah. So recently also they actually went up about like 3%-ish, even though they reported a loss.
Yeah.
Basically, they hired a new auditor and then this auditor just decided to put everything into one. And they say that they have a loss about 376 million of impairment. This impairment is because, one, I think the project they didn't manage to deliver. one of the EPCC contracts. So these are the even more nitty-gritty details that you can see what are the losses for each of these. Some of these impairments, they say that they are currently in a negotiation with their customer. They're trying to like extend the project duration. So, but at the moment, they are trying, in the books, it looks like they are incurring a huge losses, about 376 million. That's why you can see, don't be surprised if you see suddenly there's like a boom, one kind of red color bar loss in their annual financial highlights. Okay, but then cash flow wise, they still are pretty decent at the moment. I mean, because of this impairment, loss are still in the books only, so no cash is actually depleted from their cash balance. However, on the flip side, actually, if you look at this, their cash balance for every single year, right, it has actually been dropping every year lah, since 2021. So 2021, they have about 200, close to 300 million. And then it dropped to 224 million. And now it is at 155 million. And this is actually even after the fact that they have done 2 private placement in 2021. So in a sense, they are kind of burning cash right now. I mean, of course, because this is an EPCC business, right? Yeah. So yeah, it is bound to burn cash. Okay, so this is the final comments. Basically, we reiterate again, these losses are actually still in the books. It's not really in the cash. So they haven't really burned as much cash yet. But they are at the moment still losing cash because of the projects that they have to incur. They have to fund a lot of working cap for their EPCC projects. That's why they're still burning money in a sense. However, then we shall see that maybe there will be more dilution incoming because of the nature of their business. They have to raise fund. Unless they can make their business become like a very cash flow generative kind of thing lah. But we shall see in the future lah. I mean, at the moment, it doesn't really look that good for Cypark. Yeah, but that's about it for Cypark. It's actually a very short kind of description. Anything to add?
Nope. Yeah. Moving on. Alright guys, enjoying the video so far? If the answer is yes, remember, like, comment, subscribe. And as far as comments go, if you don't like the video, do let us know as well. We always take all sorts of feedback as long as they're constructive.
Yeah, so last one is Pelikan.
Very pelik, this share price movement.
Yes.
Okay. So it's up 4x nearly. Pelikan, they are actually in...
They are in the stationery.
Stationery, yes. I think we used to buy their color pencils. The Swan, remember that's Pelikan, right? I think.
Yeah.
Could be. Anyway. So what happened was that they, sold off the particular part of their business where they got 500 million in cash.
Yes. So this one is actually still in a rumor. So if you see, right, one thing about Pelikan is that nobody knows what is happening in this company when it went up 4x. But then there's some sort of rumor in April, which is around like here lah. So if you manage to catch it, right, you only still make about like 14% only. Yeah, it's not like 4x.
So you can see the accumulation was really happening before this announcement, right? Or exactly. Semi-announcement.
Yeah, this is just a still rumor. Basically, they say that they have a few people who wants to buy their business, and they kind of like gave a hint that maybe this divestment can give them 500 million in cash. And back then, I believe the market cap wasn't 500 million. It was around like 200 million or even less than that. Yeah. So that is something. But then, so if you manage to catch it, you get like 14%, just to tell you. But then, so right now we have this news that actually materialized. So basically they say that they actually have found a buyer that they are going to sell their business for about 695 million in cash to Hotham SAS. So it's another, I think it's a German company, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and basically this disposal will give them about cash per share of about 85 cents per share. And currently their share price is also around like 85 cents. So it kind of like, how to say, is they reach in a fair valuation already. So there's no more upside to this share. But then they do announce that they're going to be giving some sort of like a special dividend to their shareholder once this disposal managed to materialize. So there will be about, I believe, 10 cents per share. That is their proposal. If you calculate 10 cents per share divided by their share price, right, you're getting about 11% dividend yield.
It's not a lot considering what they're getting, right?
Yeah, because a lot of money is going to be paid for their capital reduction. Because right now in their equity, they are kind of like making an accumulated loss. So they have to like settle that. Then they have to settle the borrowings also.
Got it.
And then only the few small little farm is for
this is a
shareholders.
bit like a net life, I
Yes.
say. But yeah.
Yeah, so this is the before and after disposal. So the blue color one is basically what are the companies that they're going to be exiting. And then this one is the excluded. Yeah, so basically, I mean, this is not really that important because net, they're going to become a cash company. It's going to be an empty shell company. It's not going to be like still an operating kind of like business. That's why they mentioned that they're going to be undergoing a PN16 status. But then they still say that they're trying to like find other business opportunities to like relieve their listing in Bursa. Just like I mentioned about the proposal of distribution for special dividends. So they're going to be giving out 60 million to their shareholders, which is about 10 cents cash distribution per share, which is about 11% dividend yield. So this is the final comment. If you are a shareholder, if you are a retail investor, you won't get any information on this disposal because there isn't any public info since 2022. This information only was out in April 2023. And if you notice the share price rally, right? And if you manage to actually catch the share price rally, you're actually kind of like gambling in a sense. Yeah, that's right. Because there's no information unless you have insider. Just as I mentioned, if you got this dividend, if let's say you invested in this company right now, you're going to be getting an 11% yield. And this company is going to become a PN16 cash company post-disposal. And they are trying to relieve their listing status in Bursa. So that's about it for Pelikan. Actually, there's not think much of an upside going forward.
Right. So anyway, just to end, guys, actually, when this video comes out, you should be hopping onto our free masterclass.
Yeah, in 30 minutes.
Right. It's happening in 30 minutes. 8:30.
Yeah.
So if you watch this after 8:30, too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still a little bit of time for you to sign up. There's only 35 slots left, 30 actually. So go hop on if you want to know how you can position your portfolio for the second half of 2023. And of course, guys, we also always talk about FIRL Pro program where we do all this, we shortcut your journey when it comes to researching. And, we do it via reports, 10 to 15 minutes long, very easy to read. This has been the performance so far. We have two portfolios that we run. One has grown 15%, the other has grown 19% in a span of less than a year. Considering, especially in the Malaysian market, that things are not doing so well. That's what you can get. If you want to get a taste of what this program is like, we have a free sample link for you to click and sign up for. You can get a taste, and if you like it, hope to see you in the program. And even if you don't, thanks as always for the support. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video and even the masterclass. See you.